Imagine this. You wake up, and before the day even begins, your mind is already racing. What if I fail? What if they judge me? What if things don't work out? Sound familiar? Most of us carry these invisible chains of worry. But what if I told you that over 2,500 years ago, Buddha gave us a way to break free? This is the story of a young man who learned Buddha's 5 rules for letting go of worry and finding inner peace, and how it completely changed his life. In a small village surrounded by green hills and silent rivers lived a man named Arjun. On the outside, his life looked calm. He had work, food, friends. But inside, his mind was a battlefield. Every day he replayed old mistakes. Every night he worried about a future that hadn't even happened. His thoughts ran wild. What if I lose everything? What will people think of me? Why can't I just feel happy? No matter how much he achieved, his heart felt heavy. One morning, unable to bear it anymore, Arjun set out on a long journey. He had heard about an old monk, a teacher so peaceful that even the most restless minds found calm near him. The monk lived in a monastery high in the mountains, and Arjun knew this was his only hope. After a day of climbing steep paths, Arjun reached the monastery gates. There, by a quiet lotus pond, sat the monk, eyes closed, breathing softly as if the whole world had slowed down just for him. "Master," Arjun said, bowing, "I can't stop worrying. My mind feels like a prison. Please, teach me how to let go. Teach me how to find peace." The old monk opened his eyes and smiled. "Peace," he said, "is not about escaping life. It's about carrying it differently. I will share with you Buddha's 5 rules for letting go of worry. If you live by them, your heart will find stillness, even when life feels like a storm. Rule 1. Accept what you cannot control. The monk pointed to the dark clouds gathering above. "Can you stop the rain from falling?" he asked. Arjun shook his head. "Yet you fight life's storms as if your worry can change the sky." Buddha taught, "Peace begins when you stop fighting what you cannot control. Instead of resisting, prepare yourself. Carry an umbrella when life rains. Smile when the sun shines. The world will do what it must. Your worry doesn't stop the storm. It only steals your peace." For the first time, Arjun realized something. Most of his anxiety came from trying to control people and events he could never truly command. Rule 2. Release attachment to outcomes. The monk plucked a lotus flower and placed it gently in Arjun's hands. "This flower is beautiful," he said, "but if you grip it too tightly, the petals will bruise and fall apart. Life is the same. The tighter you hold on to how things must be, the more pain you create when life changes." He looked at Arjun. "Let things come. Let things go. Flow with life and peace will follow." Arjun thought about how tightly he had clung to expectations, chasing approval, fearing failure, forcing outcomes. And yet, life had always moved its own way, no matter how much he worried. Rule 3. Live fully in the present moment. The monk led Arjun to a small, flowing stream. "Touch the water," he said. Arjun dipped his hand in, feeling the cool current slip through his fingers. "This stream is like time," the monk said. "You can't hold the water that's already passed, and you can't grasp the water that hasn't yet come. You only have this moment, this drop of time flowing beneath your hands. Worry lives in the past and the future. But peace only lives here, in the now." The two of them closed their eyes and listened to the stream. And for the first time in years, Arjun felt his thoughts slow down. Rule 4. Practice compassion. for yourself and others. Most of our worries, the monk said, are born from self-judgment or fear of others' judgment. We blame ourselves for not being perfect. We hold grudges. We compare and resent. He placed his hand gently over his heart. Buddha taught that compassion is the cure. Speak to yourself as kindly as you would speak to a child learning to walk. Forgive yourself for your mistakes. See others not as enemies, but as fellow travelers, each one struggling with their own storms. A soft heart carries less weight. Arjun realized something he hadn't seen before. He had been his own harshest critic, punishing himself for every misstep, resenting others who didn't meet his expectations. No wonder his mind felt so heavy. Rule 5. Cultivate stillness every day. Finally, the monk sat cross-legged by the pond and motioned for Arjun to join. Peace is like a seed, he said. It doesn't grow by accident. You must water it daily. How? Arjun asked. Sit in silence. Breathe. Watch your thoughts pass like clouds. Some will be dark, some light, but all will pass. The more you practice stillness, the less power your worries will have. They sat together for many minutes. Thoughts still came, but for the first time they felt lighter, like passing clouds in a vast open sky. When Arjun finally opened his eyes, the world felt the same, yet entirely different. The mountains, the pond, the sky, all unchanged, but inside something had shifted. His chest felt lighter, his mind quieter. Master, Arjun asked softly, if I follow these rules, will my worries disappear forever? The monk smiled gently. Worries are like waves. They will always rise. But if you live by these 5 rules, accept what you cannot control, release attachment, live in the present, practice compassion, and cultivate stillness, you will no longer drown in them. Instead, you will float, carried peacefully by life's tides. Arjun returned to his village with no magic cure, no promise of a perfect life. But each day he practiced the rules, and each day the weight on his heart grew lighter. Over time, others began to notice his calm. They came to him for guidance, just as he once climbed the mountain for help. And Arjun realized something powerful. Peace is not the absence of problems. Peace is the skill of meeting life as it is, and still smiling. So, whenever worry grips you, remember Arjun's journey. And remember Buddha's 5 rules. Because peace isn't somewhere out there waiting for you. It's right here within you, waiting to be found.